I thought I would spend only one day in Loftia, but oh well, I got hooked and played for an entire beta week. I got to embrace the call of wilderness in a forest-like district called the Hanging Gardens and experienced the punk street life of Gridfall. All of that while keeping my island sustainable and eco. So, without further ado, log in cozy gamers, as today's story is a week-long vacation in a solarpunk reality. As for where we're picking up, we're heading into a brand new district, the Hanging Gardens. What is that sound? Bro, you wanna go? You wanna go? Alright, I will see you there. Let's go! There is a cutscene! Bye-bye! Alright, here we are. Talk to Cliff. Hi, Cliff! Cliff pointed that toward a guy called Herb. But before I got to that, I had to stop and admire the place. I mean, do you see those butterfly decorations? Okay, here we are. Amazing! Where should I go? Somewhere around here. Yes, there's the NPC. Hello, Mr. Herb. Oh, he's cute. I would bet my Aldrich you mean your wife or... Herb himself was pretty chill. He asked me to have a look around, which led me to discover a handful of new materials. What is this? Hute Ute? What's this? Hute. We will be able to make copper ingots and stuff. Ew, I want a flower farm like this too at my house. One thing at a time, right? Let's grab some more jute and we're going. Whoa. Back with the grandpa, he gave me a quick rundown of the area's sub-districts. A fishing village, a jungle-type zone, and a flower town. My first stop, though, was a small area designated for community farming events. That's where I met the guy with no art sprite. Not too far away was the fishing village, where Kasim, the local biotechnologist, walked me through a project station upgrade and told me everything there is to know about fish. You know, the guys and their fishing hobby. You can get jute and rattan. There is a rattan, I think. I like the sound of rattan. It jiggles my ears. Shortly after, I also had a fishing rod to craft. So I sprinted home and was soon ready to dip my bait into the water. I don't really speak fisherman tongue. Yada yada yada, I know how to fish. Oh yeah! See? I'm a natural. Let's go. Let's report back. Kasim filled me in on some of the world's lore and then introduced me to a new feature called research stations. Alright, I see you have some bundles. I am on my way. I think we just see one. So this station is conducting research on foods, and in turn we will receive a drip irrigator. Oh, does that mean maybe we can automatically water our crops? Well, heck yeah. So it would seem we have some farming to do at home. Before we jump into that though, I see Herb wants something from us as well. I think we're being introduced to another community system thingy. This time it has to do with farming. And we will be able to get some free seeds? Well duh, I'm interested! Come on man, tell me all about it. Mr. I don't have character art explained how the activity works and told me when it would start. Oh, so it's an hourly thing. Well that shocks because it's just a little over 2. Aw. I will have to remember and come back in an hour. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna do some fishing and also do some more of crop planting. I do wonder though, could we possibly craft bigger crop beds? Let's go! What that means, I think, is that we can now take these and in their place we could, oh yeah, put those big ones. Now let's put the seeds in. And the pineapples. Well, now we should be way more efficient. Is that house flying there in the background? I thought we could do some cooking so that we could earn a dime or two. Waffles and salads might be the new crypto. And thanks to the fact that we now have a lot of money, maybe we could somehow charm a money with one of the permits. Garden beds could be good because ultimately this only means more profit. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go with this one. 4? The idea now is to get as much seeds as possible, especially wheat, so that we can quickly get rich with some waffles. And additionally, so that we can donate to the global village. The crops were thriving, but watering them all was becoming a struggle. So a rain collector became the next addition to the island. Soon after, the hour approached, and I ran back to the community farming event just in time. The objective was simple. Grab seeds from the crate containers, plant them, water them, and toss them into the bin. Quick, 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 quick! Oh no! Aww! Brutes! What? I'm in the 3rd place! And as such, I get the sneakers and pineapple seeds. Thank you for organizing such a cozy and chaotic competition. Anywho, what do I do now? Oh, right, this thingy. Well, it's gonna take a while because the pineapples will grow in what, 5 hours? So I have to check in the evening today. But it seems we still haven't explored this area fully. So I say we take care of that now. Oh, ladybug, I summon thee! Wait, is that the second contribution thingy? This one wants fish, eco-weave, I don't know what that is, craft core, and we will get bounce shoes in turn. Wait, I have to give one of each. Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Eco-weave. Oh, okay, this we can kinda do. There we go. Oh mama, mama moo. More like oh my god. Because to get the most important upgrade, I needed 2 elusive fish I had absolutely no clue how to find. I tried my luck in the nearby ponds, but nothing. Not even the shiny spots. Ouch! You know what? Maybe another time. Maybe this just isn't the place. More importantly, it seems Kun is here. I've been shouldn't you do something instead zoned. What's up there? Obstacles and tools. Other Loftians can also help break these down for you. No! Open it! Ah! Oh, thank you, Rabbit Gamer. I will remember you always. Anyways, let's explore this space. Ooh, there's a lake. New fishies. The pond did hold new kinds of fish, just not the ones I was after. The whole overgrowth area was rich in materials I would have loved to get my hands on. One problem though. Without a better hammer, I could technically get stuck in there, so I retreated back to the entrance. And I also sort of forgot about this device here. Research might discover eco-friendly energy storing methods. We would have an improved battery. This one had some great rewards waiting. Either way, I was slowly starting to piece together the fish situation. If we need the hammer to get into this area, doesn't it also kinda entail that I would have to find the fish before getting in there? What I'm trying to say is, the fish should be in the Loftia city. Oh my god! Yes, there should be this huge, body of water. Question is whether the fish swim in here. What are you guys doing? Yeah, I might have been wrong, but then where do I find them? The answer would come soon enough, but since I was still clueless, I headed back to the island to take care of some chores. And also, I'm gonna plant the seeds that we got for completing this crop competition quest. So now we're gonna also have onions and some squash, as well as plenty of carrot soup to cook. The crops were steadily filling my pockets and the farming bundles were coming along nicely. Eventually, I stumbled upon a new fishing spot. And bingo! That's where those elusive fish has been hiding all along. While I am here, let me grab some of the seeds. I would need to complete the other bundle, which would be the eggplant and a cauliflower. And the rest will be carrots, because I'm gonna make a lot of soups out of them. You know what? I'm starting to feel like Bugs Bunny with all of those carrots around here. And we should be, yes, ready to craft the upgrades. And the pruners. It's like iridium from Stardew Valley, isn't it? And with this hammer now I can... Oh, yes! Bye-bye, car. I won't lie. It is pretty nice to finally get rid of these. The rest of day 2 I spent unwinding at home, cooked some soups and, oh yeah, paid Amani a visit to buy a permit, allowing me to place one more station. Ooh yeah, efficiency. Day 3 opened with a cutscene. While I was asleep, the community had pushed the world project forward. Unfortunately, I still had no access to the new material required, so that would have to wait. Oh, and yeah, the pineapples are done growing, so we will be able to complete the bundle in the Hanging Gardens as well. There we go. Give me everything. Oh, we don't have the cinnamon. How do I get cinnamon? Oh, right! We can now go to the overgrowth by ourselves. Alrighty, it is time to explore without any restrictions. Well, I feel so free. Now here we have first one of the trees. Coconut. Okay, we need some of those for another bundles, right? And ready? Watch this. I am strong. No tree was safe with me nearby, let's just say that. Is that a cave? Hello? Any inhabitants? The area had no inhabitants, but plenty of ore. I then ran into a forager who mentioned something called bioluminescent ivy. Ooh, do you think that might be it? Is there a way I can get all the way up without that pair of boots? I don't think I can, so... Next thing we definitely gotta do is craft a pair of jumping shoes. So we don't have the access to everywhere, after all. I really do like bananas, guys. It's one of the safer fruits, you know? Safer in a way that it mostly tastes the same every time you eat it. Because take for example blueberries. Those are not safe. One will be mushy, the other will be hard. One will be sweet and the other will be sour. And this is just not the vibe that I sign up for. Anywho, I'm trying now out the last pathway to see if there's maybe one more tiny bitsy material out there that I still haven't seen. Oh, there is the bamboo. Anywho, let's see what we can donate to the bundle. We got a tree plot, okay. Cooking station upgrade. Frick me, we don't have the ivy. We've also unlocked an upgrade for the cooking station, as well as a better watering can. Actually, we can do it right away. Ooh, and here we have the tree plot. I also want like 2 of these. I wonder if those count into the crop plots, because if they do, then we have to get another permit. Our resources are done, and I believe we can craft ourselves the bounce shoes. Back in here, trying to get to this freaking ivy. I think we have to drop from this top layer there, so I have to find another way completely. There should be, yes, there is the bumper. And now, wait, that is, it looks like a grape. It is the ivy. Okay, so it isn't a grape, it is an ivy. I think we might have a solution here. We will have to just drop down from here. Let me... Oh, there is a third one. Well. Anything else in here? Not really. So let's drop down and get our thingy. And that means I can finalize this bundle. And I can craft lignin and we get the battery upgrade. By the way, during one of my walks around here, I also figured out that if you complete the bundle, a second page might open. So no, it's not all gone and done kind of thing. I have no idea though where to find those guys. Regardless, we should let Kasim know we did science, because this quest has been hovering for a long time. Kasim walked me through contribution bins, those goldfish-shaped machines. These were used for throwing in fish to repopulate the waters. Being the upstanding citizen that I am, I got right on that, and soon shads and gobies had a new home. Somehow, doing that also completed the quest tied to the food contribution. I don't know how, but well, I will take it, I guess. Glancing at the map, I noticed Herb had something for me, so I rushed to see him. On the way, I finished the last of the farming bundles, which unlocked trellises and a drip irrigator. The grandpa tasked me with delivering food to some hardworking youngsters. First was Kun, who bravely mansplained research stations and contribution bins I was already well acquainted with. But second was Hazel, the flowery angel, who introduced me to, you guessed it, flowers. Back on track. Hello, Grandpa. I am being redirected to Gridfall. Well, of course I wanna go there. Okay. I would love to go there right away, but we've got so many new upgrades. I just cannot move on until I am done with this place, okay? So I would love to finish up the fishing bundle first, although it might be the case that those are found in Gridfall, so I will have to look this up. And additionally, we have so many new recipes to craft at home. Yeah, I would rather take care of these first. Oh, and also, I seem to be missing a lot of recipes, don't I? And I think that might be because I completely... Wait! Is that Hatsune Miku? What I meant to say was that I completely forgot I could buy more from June and Cone. Yeah, maybe now I would be able to do some more of this community stuff. And wait, we can immediately go and give this away. Wait, I just saw the description. Finally able to feed the community, I tossed the dishes in the bin and felt a quiet sense of pride. Back on the island, I added a hydro station. Solar panels are great, but why not make use of the rain too? Next came the trellises, temporarily placed behind the house, and then the tree plots, which, as you can see, led me to rearranging the whole area. I planted coconut trees, bananas, and some cocoa. I really don't know how to pronounce it, guys. But I also hooked up the drip irrigator to the crop beds. That was also the time I checked the Loftia community Discord for tips on the remaining bundle fish, and somewhere in all of that, I unlocked a biofuel station I completely forgot to craft. As such, day 3 wrapped up with 2 things. Estella handing me a quest to paint a piece of furniture that promptly bugged my game, and me discovering an NPC I had somehow missed in Loftia City. His name was Ryder and he handled group adventure missions, something I filed away for another time. On the morning of day 4, the furniture bug had vanished and I could let my creativity flow. Here is how the interior ended up looking. And since a full night had passed, the trees were ready for harvest. It seems that while collecting some of the materials, I managed to complete one of the quests. So let's see how Ryder is doing. Is he doing push? So these will be like 4-minute adventure time kind of missions. We scout, we investigate, and take whatever we can. I get it. Mountain in the clouds. Bring a group or find a team to complete the challenges. Ooh, some nice clothing and points and blooms. I don't see anybody in here waiting. Maybe, you know what, I might wanna wait until it's evening IRL to maybe scout some more people. Yeah, we're gonna do that. In the meantime, we're gonna see Cliff and request he takes us to the 3rd district called Gridfall. Yo, we're here! Oh my goodness. It's giving punk and I much more like this area than the Hanging Gardens, I will be honest. Probably not your typical opinion, but oh well. Historical quote. Whoa, this place is ruined. Right, Cliff, what do I do here? Cliff is giving me the backstory, saying that Milo used to reside here and telling me about many sub-districts in this place. And yeah, we have to find Mita. Where is she though? Oh, there she is, okay. Hello, you look like Milo's sister. So Mita is telling me about their hydroponic systems and power supplies. What I'm guessing is that I'm gonna be the one to try and help. And yes, I was right, Mita is Milo's sister. I say they have a pretty tough relationship based on the quest she gave me. Hello, Milo, he indeed is here. And yeah, of course, he needs our help with the repairs. Smashing some nearby metal piles, I found a wrench. It was incredibly useful as there were broken utilities scattered all over the area. Mita showed up, and finding me and Milo gleefully fixing lanterns and pipes instead of what she'd actually asked us for, she was understandably not thrilled. I quietly removed myself from the tension and went back to the island to craft a beehive? I honestly can't remember why I went back. Oh wait, yes I can. We needed repair kits to fix the hydroponic farms in Gridfall. What the? Someone destroying a car? Oh! Yes, they were. Once that was sorted, 2 new faces appeared. All together, we brainstormed ways to cheer Mita up and decided to repair her workstation. Which, yeah. As a workaholic she is, Mita rewarded us with another task. Go and find Atlas, she said. He's the relic museum guy, she added. Oh, there is an actual interior. Wait, what? They have Game Boys! And Barbie dolls. And Furbies or Labubus. Okay, Atlas, where you is? Okay, I am hitting everybody around asking if they've seen Atlas, and bad news, nobody has seen him since the quake. Mita is not gonna be happy about this. So apparently he's in some kind of an underground. Yeah, great. Oh, it's so dark. Hi! He has a freaking Labubu! Okay, we have our first conspiracy theories. The girl boss energy was enough to guilt trip the hip grandpa back to his museum. That's where I learned about yet another research station. This one with genuinely impressive completion rewards. Long story short, if we don't fix the underground, we're all gonna die. And he's saying no cap, no! Listen, maybe it's a young dude who just happened to go silver early, and maybe he didn't use too much sunscreen. We're gonna be urbexing! I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. There's another girl. What is this thing she has in her hands? Urbexing, as I understood it, was a solid way to score materials and clothing. But I completely missed the actual point of why I was there in the first place. Well, that was something. It seems that we're on some kind of a rooftop. Wait, what do I do next? Wait, repair pillars in the... Okay, we were meant to go in here. How does one fail to notice a blinking freaking pillar directly in front of them? I figured it out eventually, but clearly I need to book an eye appointment. With a solid haul of materials from my underground adventures, I crafted some gear upgrades. Back in Gridfall, the crew introduced something called the Recycler, and tasked me with moving the whole operation. See, I told you these were Labubus. However, Mita is not entirely opposed to the idea of the Recycler, and wants us to go to Kasim to talk about the possible solutions. So it seems that we will be utilizing the artifacts and turning them into something new that could potentially save the Gridfall district. He gave us a blueprint for a new type of tool that is gonna help with digging up the artifacts. It's right here. It seems we need to use it in those urbex caves, and that some of them may be useful in the museum. A level 3 hammer meant I could now break through rock piles and access new urbex destinations. Alright, I am supposed to be using a locator. Oh? What are those? Inside were relics, adorable, cutified versions of iconic Gen Z devices and accessories. Still not sure what they were doing under random apartment panels, but here we are. Milo was impressed and handed me the recipe for the recycler. This glorified junk box did exactly what you would expect. Turned old junk into junk parts. Probably somehow useful, right? Day 4 ended with the siblings finally making up, and Mita unveiling a plan to repair the earthquake crack in Loftia city. That would be the first thing on the agenda for day 5. Actually, you know what? Let's scrap that. How about we go and try Rider's Quest now? I don't really know how to add people to a group, so let's just go alone. The task is to get blooms before the time ends, and we have some side quests as well. Alright. Adventures start! Okay, where do we go? Right. There's a house. What this? This looks like it needs repair. Oh, 2-person job! Well, I'm alone! Oh no. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Wait, oh my goodness, the time is running so quick. I'm gonna save the birds. Next. Why am I alone though? This is a game-breaking thing, not gonna lie. If they were to fix one thing, they definitely should fix this thing. I can't find anything. Oh! Wrench. We need the wrench. Okay. Nice! Oh, and there is a second one nearby. And the third one! Yes! I got a bloom! Maybe we will be able to complete a second mission by ourselves as well. Yeah, no. Turns out, if you attempt those adventures solo, progress is pretty much off the table. Oh well. We didn't do too well, did we? What do you have to say right there? It's Bloom! No, it's Stella! Anybody gets the reference, please? Oh yes, and speaking of world projects... Oh! Wait. Oh, I almost forgot. Mita is here to help with the crack. Let's see. Oh! The whole gang is here. Why do I get the feeling we're about to end the storyline? So everybody fixed the crack with some old Lafufus, and the only person, or should I say animal, missing is Pebble. Oh, there he is! He was down in the tunnels? And Loftia is collapsing? There is a culprit? What now? What now? I need to know! Oh, we just finished up the beta. Okay, so I guess we won't learn who is responsible for Loftia descending into endless sky. But even though we finished the storyline, there is still a few things we can do. For example, we haven't ever touched the world project, and today's task is actually kinda easy. That's why we should head back to Gridfall and do our very best. I stuck to the usual Gridfall routine, urbexing and fixing broken lamps. Also, whoever keeps breaking them, please, I am begging you to stop. First off, let's get acquainted with Lila, I believe that's how you pronounce it. She's a dancer in a kinetic program, where she basically turns your own moves or dance into power. And apparently she's inviting us to her dance class. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. I'm gonna write Aiba. Wait. A, E, B, O. Hey, Aiba! Lila is like lilac and she's purple. It's all making sense now. Play emotes on the dance floor. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Wait, I figured out the emotes. Wait, I'm boogieing. I am a robot. AI in Aiba stands for artificial intelligence. Jokes aside though, what else do you want, Lila? We need to find the dance crew. Well, the timing couldn't be more perfect because I have been urbexing enough to get myself the recipe for those boots. And so we are able to test these out immediately. And access areas we could not before. Look, I'm subway surfing! Yeehaw! Oh yeah, but we are on a quest to find the dancers, so... Yo! How do I not get distracted? Oh, there's Breaker. Salutations, Lighter. And nice to see a Striker. And now that everyone is here, it's time to hit the floor. Not the Taylor Swift reference. Shake it up, I shake it up. Shake it up. Now it is time for us to complete the quests for Dr. Marie, a scientist responsible for hydroponic systems. And all we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is check on the pipes around the place. Oh, and would you look at that? Lila is also here. I'm catching a vibe that they are besties in the same way that Milo and Cliff were best friends. You know, the very close to each other friends. And yes, they sent me on a fishing quest to have some private time. But yeah, blah blah blah, we've saved the hydroponic system. Last thing I would like to do today, aside from repairing a few more of these lamps, would be to check on Atlas and see what kind of requests he has for us. In reality though, you know, I did a lot of artifact hunting in the Urbex caves, and I'm basically completing every quest from him as we go. So no, I am not reading any of this stuff that he's saying to me right now. Oof. So yes, with the last 3 of these lamps, I am finally ready to give back to the community and contribute to the world project. Oh, it seems we did our basic contribution for the day, so let's see what's the extra one. 60! Well, I might leave it at that, guys, not gonna lie. And just like that, it was the afternoon of day 6. Browsing the project station, I ended up unlocking the propeller, essentially a double jump. I also did a serious amount of material refining to chip away at the museum bundles and unlock more upgrades. It seems I still have plenty to do at home. Although I believe we still have one sub-district to see, and it is not available to us due to the fact we have the upgraded boots. Yahoo! Well, it is kinda empty in here, but let's see what this place has to offer. The sub-district, to be fair, was completely empty. No players, no NPCs, just a lot of quiet potential waiting for future updates. Well, nothing else to do than to ride back and run back home to craft all the upgrades. I think the smartest move would be to first upgrade the battery. Just how much do we... Oh my goodness! 30 energy. We can do the fishing rod. Beyond the tools, I added several new machines to the island, including the long overdue biofuel station. And oh my god, that thing was broken. I cannot believe I waited so long to craft this. The last thing I placed outside was the Beta Bara reward, a relic commemorating my time in Loftia's open beta. Yes, this is probably where I will kinda stop expanding if I am being honest. You see, this beta will wipe all of our data, so I would rather not go too loco before I'm forced to start all over again on the early access. However, I think that the amount of things that we explored and upgrades that we applied is more than enough for a beta coverage. Tomorrow I'll probably hop on one last time to see the world again before the servers close. So yeah, that was my week in Loftia and I genuinely enjoyed it. You can feel the heart poured into this game. The devs are very open about not using AI in their work and honestly it shows, especially in the NPC dialogues, which are funny and organic in a way that feels increasingly rare in modern times. That being said, and I mean this with love, the multiplayer side still has some growing to do. My experience ended up being more solo than you would expect from, well, an MMO. Don't get me wrong, the community features are there, but players need more incentive to actually engage with them. Take for example the farming event. It was fun, but I never felt compelled to go back. I'm hopeful the team will keep working on that and then I genuinely see a bright future ahead of you guys. And also, if you got to play the beta yourself, drop your thoughts in the comments. It's always nice to hear different perspectives. As for me, I am definitely returning for the full release. You know, I've heard there will be pets, so, you know. But for now, that is all from me. So remember, stay kind, stay cozy, and I will see you in the next one. Aiba, logging off.